my issue is a little bit complicated. It's a special case that I've been paying attention to out there in the internet world. It deals with a specific term called affluenza. Now, I ran across this on CNN, and it's a horrible story. A couple months back, there was this 16-year-old kid by the name of Eric Couch, and he's really, really rich, really, really white, really, really living in Texas. And he's driving his dad's huge F-350 with a bunch of his friends in the car, and he's drunk as shit, high on Valium, smacks into a car off the side of the road they had three people inside of it, and one dude who just got out to help them, and he kills those four instantly, paralyzes one of his friends, and two of his friends are ejected from the car. All right, horrible crash, terrible situation. Flash forward to the trial. The kid doesn't get any jail time. He gets 10 years probation, counseling, and he's recommended to be sent to this $450,000 a year rehabilitation clinic where he can do all kinds of wonderful things that are going to make sure that he gets the discipline and boundaries that he deserves, like horseback riding and MMA lessons and yoga and meditation and all the wonderful things that everyone who killed four people deserves to get. The reason why he was not given any jail time by the judge was she was convinced by the testimony of psychologist Dr. Dick Miller. Dr. Dick Miller decided that this kid was suffering, keyword suffering, from a term called affluenza. Basically, he went to the judge and said, I didn't have any boundaries. Oh, my parents didn't punish me, so I can't be punished now. I wish they would have made me the judge for that situation. So you mean to tell me you killed four people and injured three of your friends because you don't have any boundaries? And discipline seems to be your problem. I know the perfect place for you. Yes, boundaries. Oh, boundaries. I have boundaries. This place has all kind of boundaries for you. We have 20-foot walls with razor wire and electrified fences and armed guards everywhere you look. And if you really need boundaries, you'll really understand the boundaries of a 6x6 cell, which you'll be sharing with another large, angry man who probably didn't get the same advantages you grew up with. Glad I can be of service. Glad we can help you. This touches on a much huger problem in America. And I think we've gone over this many, many times before. Not necessarily on this program, but it's been touched on a lot. There are two justice systems in America. Those for poor people and those for rich white people. Rich white people get to do whatever they want, like, drink and drive under the age, high on Valium, run people over on the road, and it's not my fault. My parents didn't raise me right. Well, meanwhile, you got the same judge a year earlier sentenced a 14-year-old black kid to 10 years in prison because he got in a fight, and that kid who he was fighting fell down, knocked his head, and died. Now, you can call it what you want. That might be murder, that might be manslaughter, whatever it is. It's another situation where that kid didn't have any money. He didn't have someone saying he needs rehab. He didn't get to go do MMA and yoga with his newfound friends while he's not drinking and driving or whatever, because he didn't have $450,000 like that. Why does this keep happening? Remember about 20 years ago when O.J. Simpson got away with murder and black people seemed really, really happy and white people seemed really, really mad? Well, the reason black people were happy wasn't because that O.J. got away with murder. We don't give a shit about that. We were happy that for once, a black person got away with the same thing white people get away with when they have money. If you have enough money, you ain't in trouble. You know what I'm saying? That happens all over the place. And that seems to be the problem. Now, this kid killed four people, paralyzed another person, injured two people critically, and he's getting no consequences for this other than having to go to a country club for a year and a half, and that's the problem. And that's my issue, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if this is funny or not. I'm sweating under these hot-ass lights. I don't know if they got it on rotisserie or whatever. I must be getting a little better at this YouTube thing because we've got a higher budget for more lights. But that's all I can talk about today. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. What's your issue? Corey Robinson. I'm out.